What is going on, Savage Life family? Today we are looking at GameStop. I'm going to go ahead and explain the rally to you and a couple things that have me upset due to the fact that these short selling companies here do be taking advantage of the little guy. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and look at GameStop's insane rally, up $172 in the past week, 400%. That's $209 at this current aftermarket price point. In the pre-market, it's going to shoot up again due to the fact that a lot of Wall Street better individuals are still betting on this stock to skyrocket. Now, if you don't know what Wallstreetbets is a of degenerates. It has over 2.7 million users, and in this community, a lot of people just post their degenerate plays like, what are your moves for tomorrow? And a lot of it seems to be memes, but if you pay close attention, you could make some sort of profit. Now, I'm not saying to go on there, but what these guys are doing to these short seller corporations, I really do agree with and encourage it. So here we have a GameStop thread of January 27th, and people are still speaking on it. And GameStop has become a meme stock now. A lot of people make jokes about it, and a lot of people do take those jokes to an extreme. That's what happened with GameStop and caused a huge, massive eruption. Now, Melvin Capital, which is a short-selling company here, was betting that GameStop drops. They had puts for this company expiring in September, and what the short squeeze was about was they are forcing Melvin Capital, who had bet that its price would fall, to buy in order to forestall even greater losses. Their scramble to buy only adds to the upward pressure on the stock price, so they have to keep buying in, boosting the stock price up to cover their massive losses for shorting the position. And it has gotten the eye of a lot of celebrity CEOs. As you can see here, Elon Musk is on the Wallstreetbets gang, and he's tweeted GameStop. Every time Elon Musk tweets a stock, I recommend you following him, because honestly, every time he tweets a stock, it boosts the price of the stock up. But Shamath here, which is CEO of Space Virgin Galactic, which exploded this week due to the fact that he sided with Wall Street bettors, took advice of these Wall Street bettors, and he stated that, tell me what to buy tomorrow, and if you can convince me, I'll throw a few $100,000 at it to start, ride or die. And obviously he's doing this as a joke. He's a billionaire, so 100K to him is literally like dollar bills. And he stated that there's lots of GME talk, so he bought $115 calls on GME this morning, which was the morning of January 26th. And the price of this was at $80, so it skyrocketed to $209. And he's still currently holding these calls at the current moment. If you go on his Twitter, it's just an aftermath of memes. Now, do I believe this stock is going to continue to rise? It definitely does have the potential to do so, because this is finally the time for the people to fight back against these billionaire hedge fund companies that have been draining the poor. And that's why the saying goes, the rich only gets richer. And the people are sick of it. The economy is tanking, people are losing their jobs, and we gotta find a way to make money. So yes, I do think this stock is going to continue to rise short term, but if the SEC does happen to get involved, it's going to be a major problem for GameStop, due to the fact that they're going to put the company on hold, put the trading on halt, and look into the company, making sure there's no insider trading going on. But you literally can't do nothing to the community of Wallstreetbets. They're probably going to try to shut this community down due to SEC regulations, believing that they have the massive potential for pump and dumps. But that's literally not the case here. Even Jim Cramer stated that all they could say is they like the stock. If they like the stock, they like the stock.
When does this become manipulation, Jim?
It's such a tough question, because remember, what's manipulation? How about if an analyst came out right now and said, I think GameStop is going to 250? Would we give that person a pass? Yes, because of the
Very
First
different.
Amendment.
No,
Listen to me.
different.
It's First Amendment protection versus the idea of a group getting together to bust the shorts. But if the group is not a real group, it's just a lot of people who love it, it's going to be very hard for the U.S. Attorney to do anything, Herb. What is it? The SEC. They're not. What kind of case do they have? We like the stock. We like the stock.
You even see here on the community, I simply like the stock, it's sexy. So a lot of people are just going with that lingo, stating that it's freedom of speech. There's nothing you could or the SEC could really do about it, due to the fact that if you like the stock, you're gonna talk about it and convince other peers to like it as well, and it is what it is. So that caused the major rally of GameStop. Now Chamath and Elon Musk seem to be having a major fun, since he did end up tweeting this video that I'm gonna show you here, which is from a movie scene. So go ahead and check it out for a second. Let me know if you enjoyed it. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Looking at Facebook now, currently sitting at $276 price point, 170% over the past 5 years. Now in my eyes, of course, anything performing better than the S&P 500 year over year has been doing a great job, and clearly 170% over the past 5 years. Now coming back from that, you can see that Chamath clearly benefited from siding with Wall Street bettors, and a lot of CEOs who are for the people are going to eventually decide to side with Wall Street bettors as well. But let me show you this article here. Melvin Capital Management Fund. So they lost 30% since the start of the year, and that's 30% of $12.5 billion, which comes roughly to above $3 billion at a loss. And Point72 invested $2.75 billion into Melvin Capital Management. So they literally got a bailout. It hasn't even been a couple of days, and this hedge fund got a bailout. So even though we are trying to knock on the hedge fund's door and bring them down, they get bailed out, and it's like, this is what's driving the people crazy. How's the SEC going to jump on the people who are trying to squeeze the life out of these hedge fund managers who's been robbing people for years and years on end? So I want you guys to let me know what you think of this article here. It really upsetted me, the fact that they have infinite amount of money here, even though at a $3 billion loss you want to invest another $3 billion into them to help them out. That's ridiculous. And for an example of market manipulation, if you look at market manipulation, these articles here are market manipulation. And look at this, RBC Capital Market. Analyst Paul Traber downgraded shares of BlackBerry. Now, if you don't know what BlackBerry is, BlackBerry and AMC are currently the next moves of Wallstreetbets once they're done milking GME. So this analyst decided to do a downgrade of the stock, and as you can see here, the everyday people commenting, stating that I'm sure it has nothing to do with the fact that they have been short on this forever, squeezing value from investors, literally stealing from the little guy, as well as, oh, analyst downgrades equal buy more, see you later, Wall Street shorts. So this article is trying to downplay Wallstreetbets, and a lot of articles out there are trying to look like make this community look like a bunch of amateur traders, which I'm not saying they are, but there's a lot of experienced traders causing the movements behind this. So their target is Melvin Capital. They're trying to bankrupt Melvin, so they're looking at all of Melvin's short positions, and GME just happened to be a major one of Melvin. So you guys let me know what you think of GameStop if you plan on hopping in. You're at a very dangerous level at the current moment. Myself, I'll probably get in on the next short squeeze, buy a couple calls of BlackBerry, see where it takes me. Obviously, don't invest money that you are not willing to lose. At the end of the day, the SEC could come around and bite us in the ass. So if you guys enjoyed this video, smash that like, subscribe, and comment. I'll catch you guys on the next update. If something does happen with this stock in the middle of the market, I'll go ahead and do another review and let you know what is popping. So see you guys later.